Since this venerable stadium was erected in the Pennsylvania Hills, it has been the home to toughness, to passion, to winning. Welcome to Happy Valley and Beaver Stadium, home to the Penn State Nittany Lions. A Big Ten showdown coming, conference games where the results will stick with you for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the UCLA Bruins taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Bruins will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense will get the first possession of the game. There he is, the man who makes everything go, and they believe they're going to score every time they touch it when he's on the field, Jesse.
He plays with unbelievable confidence, Reese. Always knows where to go with the football. The entire playbook is at this guy's disposal.
Yeah, which is so much fun for a coach. So much fun to play with him. A guy that can do everything. Everybody on the field is active in a weapon.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got his man downfield. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. It's Aller. Finds his man down the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy.
So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. And he's going to bring it out. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. So the UCLA Bruins offense will get the ball for the first time. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make plays.
This just is such a great job of getting guys on the ground. A lot of people are in position, but he makes plays, so him...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield.
I love the play call on defense. You got the offense backed up. How can you create a safety? How can you bring pressure? How can you get someone home to the QB and try to get those 2 points up on the scoreboard? They almost got it, bringing the QB down at the 1-yard line.
And the Bruins will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. On the move, it's Singleton. Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Wants to throw. It's Allard. Makes a connection. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The give to the tailback. Oh, he got loose. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Penn State! Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. UCLA, 0. The returner will field it and bring it back. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. UCLA will go back to work on offense. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he could not get loose on the run. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Caught near the sideline, it's Flores. The Bruins decide to punt it away. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? Catches it at the 30. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Now this offense is back on the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. With the catch, it's Allen. Oh, that big stiff arm got him some room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Handoff from the gun. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. They'll give it to the back. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Offense working from the pistol. Keeps it on the bootleg. Pressure coming. And they got him for the sack. Get a pass rush like that, and the Bruin faithful will give you an 8-clap and a heartbeat.
They'll get jacked up. They'll get excited. I mean, you think about a defense, you got to get those guys up front. You want to dominate college football, you want to be in the mix, find those big defensive linemen that can make plays.
The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Allard. He makes the connection. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Now facing a 3rd and long. They try to pop a run on the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And now the lead is extended a little further.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Unloads to the right. Hauls it in. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. Back to throw, it's Garbers. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On 3rd down, going up top. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want, because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And the Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. So the offense has done its job. They have the lead, and they'll secure it as we head to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what a pleasure it's been to watch these 2 teams thus far there in Happy Valley. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in State College, PA.
The Nittany Lions will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Going up top on 1st down. Getting some heat.
Yeah, and man, if you talk about being down at the half, what's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
They've got them, Penn, deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On the run, it's Harden. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Trying to get to it. Blasted as he lets it go. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
The Bruins want to crank the tempo. He's going to pass. They're trying to get to him. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Harden. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And here comes the offense on second down.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip up.
He's loose. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. The RPO, it's complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain. A lot of urgency for this offense. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins. Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You could see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger, Reese. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Notre Dame is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Rockne and Leahy, this has not been a blowout in South Bend today. They're up by 11 over Middle Tennessee. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping it up. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Looking to throw, it's Garbers. Got his man in the middle. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. After that last completion, it's second down.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver in the middle of the field.
And the Bruins want to pick up the tempo. To the ground to try to move the chains. He'll be stopped short, picks up one, but they're facing 4th and 1. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lighted up.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Singleton. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. On second down, looking again to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They'll try to pop the draw. Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. The Nittany Lions will punt it away on 4th down. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Final play of the quarter coming. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, UCLA. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play for you.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. And he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They'll crank up this drive with a pass. And he intercepts it. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quick completion on the out route. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. He's looking to throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Dropping back, it's Garbers. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Bruins! Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the fourth. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Wide receiver shows motion. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Snags it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. The Nittany Lions are on the move. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back to the air one more time. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
I think we need to see more creativity in the route running. We need some slants. We need some out-breaking routes. You're expecting man coverage down this area of the field, so you got to do something to create separation.
They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. Looking to pass. It's Aller. It's complete.
Man, this is a big moment coming up. That's a big 3rd down stop. Now this offense, you've got one shot. You need a touchdown. What's your go-to pass now? Because it's 4th and a little long.
He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Yeah, I tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your 2-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment, late in the 4th quarter, when you need the 2-point conversion?
Now they'll try to tie it up with the 2 late. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's not going to make it in as this defense comes up with the stop on the 2-point conversion to hold on to their lead. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Line gets set, 1st down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. That's reeled in. It's Warren. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Singleton. There to make the stop, but he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. And quickly to the line of scrimmage, they spike it and stop the clock. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Aller. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you got to score, you got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost him.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And they'll take a knee. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, it just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative